would deem us as nobodies, man. But you know what though? That goes back to the fact that you know what, the judgment is gonna come on you people, man.
That's right.
You did nothing but wickedly, man.
That's right.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
That's right, man. So the time we're down and out, we're at low state. Here you come, kick us even lower, man. You know that reminds me of Haiti, man. They had just won against the French, and the French made them pay what's that we get fined about war crime?
Reparations, man.
Reparations.
Yeah.
They had to pay. Now that was unprecedented. I don't think that even happened after that. Well, a country won the war and they had to pay reparations to the French, or to the country they beat.
But right now they're doing something real petty today, to where these devils. Haiti's doing much better now. We're teaching the kids how to surf. That was a news article that came out a few weeks ago. I seen it on TV. Now the kids are doing much better. We're trying to get their hopes up. We're teaching them how to surf, but they ain't showing you what it looks like out there.
Yeah.
How bad it looks.
Yeah, it's something to get over.
Stupid, man.
They always look that bad, man. They always look that bad. But then, guess what? Here comes America coming along and getting them loans, man. Mm-hmm. So by the time they paid off all that debt, they're the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, man.
Yep.
Because they've been constantly oppressed. And then they set up coups. We had people like Papa Doc and them in the office slaughtering people.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on this side of America, Bank of America just got caught having 17,000 false loans for mortgage loans, and they got to pay them back $1 billion or $3.2 billion, and they getting helped out by the government with tax credits.
That's right, man. You know? Yeah, well then they have terms called fractional.
17 billion.
They have a term called fractional banking, where they just print out some arbitrary numbers, print it out, some money, clack, and there you go, some money. Then you only have to have half of the money that you have in the bank to loan out. So say if I have $500,000, I could loan out $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
And charge interest on it.
And charge interest on that $1 million that I don't even have, man. That's the white man. He's dealing wickedly. And he got you, and you know what? He got Jake in a bond with that, man. Mm-hmm. Jake is number one in debt.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Right. This is Psalm 62:4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
That's right. They only consult to cast us down, man. They always even on a small, low level, level, man. They do that with us, man. You got somebody at your job who's white. He just hate the fact that you articulate or that people like you. So he trying to in all ways outdo you or just sabotage you, man. Perpetual hatred. You know. Don't let you have advantage of your job. They're really gonna feel some type of way.
They're gonna feel like it's affirmative action.
Yep.
That's what they always feel like. And even now, the so-called white man, I think it's called, reverse affirmative action or something like this. Something like this. One of those terms that they're using to say, oh, I'm white now, I can't get a job. Or I'm white, I can't get a grant. And all this stuff like that. That tells you how much they hate you. And they should know, even if they even considered all the wickedness that they've done to the so-called black man or Native Americans, they would even be like, you know what, we did this and we've been living, go ahead, y'all got it. Yeah. But they hate you so much that they make sure they bring that up, that it's not fair to them, you know?
Can I add something to that? Because I was thinking about that this week. Very similar point. Because Brother Kadash mentioned that Christopher Green guy on AMTV, and he did a video talking about the Ferguson situation. He said, would there be riots if the cop was a black man and Michael Brown was a white kid? And then he asked, well, would there be any riots? And of course not, there wouldn't be any riots. That's what he was saying. But you are not in the position to be able to even ask a question like that, because our blood, we don't have blood on our hands like you got blood on your hands. Your whole race has an entire history of raping, robbing, murdering, and pillaging, and just slaughtering nations, and particularly our people, Israel.
That's right.
All right? You're not even in a position to be able to ask a question like that. You just need to sit there and fall back.
That's right, man.
For you to even have the gall to ask something like that is absurd. You know? It don't make no damn sense.
Just got to piggyback on what y'all talking about Esau's judgments. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 9 and 10. And thy mighty men shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Go to verse 3.
3? Okay.
Thy pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Yep, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Who's that talking about? It's about to describe. Go ahead.
Though that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock.
Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Because one time the so-called, the Caucasian race dwelt in mountains, all right? You see a representation of that when you look at these cities.
That's right, brother.
All right? That's right. It's the same, it's a big mountain. It's the same materials, concrete, rock.
Design.
All right, it's just design. So it's talking about you. Your pride hath deceived thee because, well, like the brother Michael was going into, all right, you're the only race that can be subdivided, so you can't be really stereotyped. So right, you don't like to hold yourself to be stereotyped. All right. Then when our people get angry, what do? You want to go and please the poor, like it says in Job 20. All right, you got this, you got that, you got food stamps, you can go to college now. Now you're free to walk, all right? There ain't no Emmett Tills going on anymore, so you're free to walk. You can look the white man in his eye, all right? You can feel free. Really, it's the worst. This is the worst prison that we're living in right now because they got our people's minds in control. They don't have to beat Jake anymore, physically.
And then the saying, piggyback on that, it's like the confusion they tossing out there about their kid getting shot up and every damn thing is they'll show you a pause video. They don't just show the video play fully out. They'll show just increments of the video of him choking the store clerk.
Yeah, sure.
Or they'll show you before that he's paying for the stuff that he's getting. It just constant. I mean, whether the kid did it or not is just constant confusion, man, and people don't know how to react to it, man. But Jake, the part that kills me is our people are the ones reacting to it in such a stupid manner. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau telling you whether it was a damn fault or not, whether he's dead or alive, they don't give a damn.
That's right, brother.
Well, what else can Jake do?
You know?
I'm not trying to combat what you're saying, but Jake don't know nothing but stupidity. And secondly, Jake understands they might not ever verbalize it. You know, Jake doesn't have any power, man. So what they gonna do? Act like kids. Act like kids, man. Throw teacher transfers in their own cities, in their own little part, already ran down city, man. And that's all they can do, man. We don't have any. We can't do anything. You know.
I mean, it ain't just you so-called Negroes, man. I was just reading another article, like in a certain area of South Dakota. Now, if y'all aware of the Trail of Tears, where the Gad is in them reservations and stuff. On those reservations, they got 80% of those people unemployed, 50% in poverty. And a high percentage of them are under 18 and under.
That's right, brother.
You know, it's like y'all not exempt from this, man.
All those stats are stats of a third world country. If you ever take this class called economic development, it goes to that. And the attributes of a third world country is what he just said, man.
That's right, man. I was like, I just want to I'm going to put it all out there, man, because we don't want to just make it seem like it's the so-called Negroes either, man.
That's right.
You Latinos and Native Americans, and they dead. Oh my goodness, they want to kill you, you so-called Mexicans, so bad for coming across the border right now.
Right.
They out there protesting like crazy to get just kids out of there, and y'all don't get that.
Let me bring up this other point too. Another example that was in the news right around the same time as this Michael Brown thing. If y'all saw it, there's this video, favorite site, World Star. All right, he had this. They're doing this little news interview. Something happened somewhere. Somebody got shot or injured or something. And they had this little black kid, little Jew kid on the camera, and they're asking a question. You're not afraid of so and so? And he's like, no. And he said, well, why not? Well, what are you gonna do when you grow up or something? And then he says, well, I'm gonna go get me a gun. And they cut the video. And they put that on the actual news, those broadcasts. But when you go and look at the raw and unedited video, he's a young kid. He don't really know how to articulate what he's trying to say. He said, after that, he says, because I'm gonna be the police. Now, what do the people see?
Wow.
What do the people see when they see a young black kid saying, I'm gonna get me a gun? What are the people around the country gonna think? He's gonna go up to be a thug. He's gonna go up to be a gangster and a killer. No, kid just had, he wanted to be a cop when he grew up.
He wanted to bring justice to the world.
He wanted
to bring righteousness to the extent that he knows. But what he didn't know, this is all-out warfare. On the so-called black man and so on.
Yeah, that's what McCall Spike Lee said. He said this is there's a war against the black man. It goes to all the tribes, not just the
all
black
the tribes.
Man.
That's why
there's a war against us.
And that's why I'm bringing all this stuff out, brother.
You know, if you have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, there is a war for you. So they're trying to kill you. So brother going into, like the brother Michael is going into, you ain't gonna get no peace here on this side. Not any.
It's just hatred, man. It's just hatred.
You got to deal with an entity who is completely unreasonable. He's not going to listen to you. He's not going to change his opinion about you. He is not going to do shit to try to fix the situation. He will not stop till you're dead.
That's right.
You're literally dealing with a race of terminators. Ain't nothing you can do. They just got to be wiped out of the way.
That's right.
Subjection. You got something, and then we're gonna go back to you.
And this is a scripture talking about how he's using a lot of different things to expose Esau. This is Deuteronomy 33:7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, "Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou in help to him from his enemies." And everything that we're talking about, we got from the internet. You know, you get exposed with iPhones now. You get
Revelations 12.
Yeah, Revelations 12. You know, you get exposed to iPhones. You're all over YouTube now. People on Facebook. As soon as if a fight happens right here in this corner, it's gonna be 20 phones right now, and in 10 minutes it's gonna be on WorldStar, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinster, Pinterest, whatever it's at. And it's like the Most High has been using the internet since the 90s to expose who the Illuminati is, who the white man is, how society moves, and how they actually put us in subjection. You know,
that's right.
And people have been starting to understand and starting to wake up. And now with this whole internet movement, and people are starting to see people, that Jake is innocent, even though they're wicked and they're going off. People are starting to fight. 2/3 are starting to wake up. Like, hold on. This white man is the goddamn devil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Start realize like he really don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he really don't, like, this dude really don't care, man. Like, okay, Trayvon Martin, okay, Jake was upset. Now it's like, man, hell no, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jake is fine, like,
man,
no, this is
kind. And to show you that Jake getting pissed off, they telling you on the news now that so-called Negroes are they don't give a fuck about Obama. Right now, that's how big this stuff is getting right now. They're like, look, man, where the hell is Obama at? We've been telling y'all this for I don't know how long now, since that man been in office, that he did not give a damn about y'all. But when he handed y'all them cell phones, y'all was all for him all day, every day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all was for it all day, every day, and now that he didn't respond to this situation that's going on, they realized how big it was getting, and they ended up sending down Eric Holder.
Yeah.
And that is telling y'all things are easing up. We're getting the National Guard out of here right now. Man, that doesn't mean any damn thing.
They had a segment about that on local news. They had somebody come and talk to a church about what happened in Missouri, man. But what's interesting about the whole clip was they were showing that the police in fact had military weapons, man, and engaged in military war tactics like a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we are doing this, but then it showed Jake being pacified.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. They're not ready to go to war with Esau. That's why I kept bringing up the Clive and Bundy situation, where these people had assault rifles walking in stores. There were no police geared up in military uniforms. They didn't send out the National Guard to go against these people for taking a land that didn't belong to them. But they are ready to tear our people up, man. Yeah, y'all get ready to see the stuff that went down in the 60s on a whole nother level. Then this time it ain't gonna be no water hoses and no dogs. Ain't gonna be no, they telling you, oh, we shooting them with rubber bullets and stuff. Man, they got something way worse for y'all, man. They got bullets that's gonna blow a hole in your back.
Hey man, I'm telling you, 100 Jake that start giving an F, they could do a lot of damage, man.
That's right.
It's going, hey, I'll say 20. Jake to be like, you know what? F this, man. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out like a G. And I'm telling you, man, Jake will start something big, man. Yep. Real big.
That's right.
Because when we do something, man, when you do something long enough, people start listening. Nobody care about athletes and stuff like that. They're starving, dying, destitute. Nobody care. When we make some noise, people care, man.
And they bringing all types of plagues into this game right now, man. These devils don't care, man. They gonna have these Ebola outbreaks. Y'all think that's a joke that these people that there's people infected in the U.S. with that too?
They got the patent in the U.S.
That's right. Take a guess who they want to use it on. They want to use it on Jake. They're gonna take every little thing, everything that they got in these hidden places to use, they're gonna use it on Jake. So all this stuff is gonna continue to happen. It's not gonna, like it's just gonna stop. So you're marching, hey, keep marching, because more stuff is gonna happen. That's right. It's not like they're gonna stop. They just, hey, they want this to escalate so they can use their devices, because they ain't making this stuff for no reason.
That's right.
They didn't bring Ebola over here for no reason. They just want a reason to use this stuff on you niggas.
That's right.
And all these events that are going down, and the media is using that. When you go to Jeremiah 51, it says that the Most High is going to fan Babylon. He's going to send fanners upon Babylon. It's talking about ramping up all this racial tension. Yep. So it's going to keep going on. You got more and more. You're going to start seeing more and more Edomites just being uncomfortable about seeing a dark face. All right? Especially if you're the type that looks like you got brothers in the truth, you got jobs, and you don't look like you about bullshitting all the damn time. All right? I'm pretty sure you brothers get it a lot. All the time in my job, people are always quiet. You don't say much. I get asked that constantly.
Somebody asked me if I was a terrorist.
You gonna see? It's funny that you say that.
That nigga and everything. Like, damn, you a brother like that?
It's funny that you say that because with these, they're trying to paint brother, the Jake is the new face of terrorism. They gonna do that. Best believe they gonna do that. They're gonna do a real, like just this. They're doing it real, like deceitfully,
subtle,
real methodically.
But who are they already using in the forefront of this right now? They using that new Black Panther Party.
Right.
Man, they gonna start using that Muslim shit against you. They gonna do they gonna use so much against it. That's right.
Random Alliance. You motherfucker got documentary basically telling on them.
And then when they really kick off that Project Megiddo, it's done.
Let's go back to where
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
What's that violence against our brother Jacob? Your whole history of jacking up this nation. Look at the recent events. Michael Brown, this dude that got shot up, happened the same amount of times as Michael Brown because he had a knife. Trying to run up on a cop. You watch the video, the dude, something else he had him upset because he was like, you know, fucking, I'm tired of this bullshit. Shoot me. He kind of circled towards the cops and lit him up and killed him.
He got tired of being scared.
That's it.
Yeah,
He's like, tired of being scared. It was same with Jake, man. I'm tired of this, and they choked his ass.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm tired, man.
Eric Garner,
That's what he said, man. Just leave me alone, man.
Now, do you need to be out there if the story is true? If you sell them blue cigarettes, no, you don't need to be doing that. But Jake is getting fed up. Look, leave me alone. Because Jake, when you go back to the scriptures, it says he's a plain man. He was a plain man, like to dwell in tents. He just want to be left alone. You push Jacob to a corner too much, he's gonna lash out.
You gotta get to a point too. What make you get to a point where you gotta sell single cigarettes, dog? That means you hurting like a motherfucker. Hurting. No, just let me get some bread, man. That's why I was like, man, just leave me alone, man, because dude was just fed up. He was just fed up. Got tired of just bowing down to people, man.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm trying to get my little cheese, give me something. I might need to get something to eat. He said he had a family, so he might need to make a little extra bread for his family and choke him out. Really? I mean, tell me a man saying, I can't breathe. You already got 5 dudes on him. You can't subdue him and allow him to breathe.
Yeah.
Come on.
And it's only a matter of time before the 2/3 start coming to you cops' families' houses.
And that needs to happen.
That's right.
It's imperative that happens. I want to start seeing that because I'll be saying that shit all the time. You cops need to start feeling that pain. Because Jake always go through that. It's always some mother or some father or some brother out there. Again, we understand the fact that they are the 2/3 receiving their judgment from the Most High. you so-called white people will not be